And we're going to actually use the same sand to set up our next experiment, which will have to do a lot with what we watched in the Bill Nye video. Rivers and streams and sediment. Who remembers what sediment was? Kaya?
When you like pour water down and it like curves?
Nope, that's a different one. Brogan?
It's like rocks.
Yeah, sediment is rocks and dirt that kind of get eroded down with the water. Do you remember what the word for when it curves?
Yeah.
Does anybody remember the word for when the stream curves? Was Eric?
Oh, exactly.
What's the word for it?
I forgot it.
Lily?
A spoon?
Yep. But what is there's a scientific word for it. It's going like this. It's Avery. It starts with an M.
Ooh, moving.
Ooh.
No.
Was there?
Is it a maze?
Nope, it's not a maze, but that's a great guess. It is meandering. Do you guys remember hearing that in the movie? It's when it goes kind of back and forth. So when we're gonna first set up our demonstrations, and then we're actually gonna go ahead and do the experiment. So the first thing you're gonna do is in groups, you're gonna grab your models, and you're gonna be careful when you do this because we want to keep all the sand that we can. You're gonna use one of your separators, and all you need is just one of them. Okay? And you're gonna push the sand over to one edge, kind of like this. Okay? It's very, very important that this is flat on the top. Why do we think it needs to be flat on the top? Kaya? So we can see which way the stream goes. If it's not flat, it's kind of got a path already set for itself. And if we do that, our experiment won't be valid. So we want to make sure we've got it flat on the top. And then once you've done that, we're going to take a ruler and about a couple centimeters away, we're going to go ahead and tape that ruler to the edge. So the reason we're going to have the ruler is because we are going to set our water source on top of the ruler and part of the base. Okay? In the water sources, there's a hole in the bottom that's going to go ahead and kind of simulate a stream coming down. So what do you think we'll learn from this experiment? What could we learn from this? Avery?
How things work. Like you did in the video where you took that glass that was slanted and like put dirt over it and how it went straight down and it could go.
Right, we're going to basically make a stream today. And we're going to figure out how we think it decides what path it takes on its way down. So for this part of it, you're going to need your green bin that you made your models in. We're going to need a ruler. We are just going to need one of the angles. And then you'll need some tape. Once we get these set up as a class, we will then come back together and I will do a demonstration of how the experiment should work, and then you guys will go back and do it. So I want you guys to get in your groups, okay? And once you get in your groups, select one person to come over sorry, we do need one more thing. We will need a gray basin. So once you get in your group, send one person over and we'll get them all the rest of the stuff they need. Get in your groups.
Okay. But I took the green one. Is that just videotape or take pictures too?
Hello, Mike. Looks like we're taking
Yeah,
need wet sand. Broken water. Broken wall. Can you take the? You already got it.
You need a wallet?
Are you videotaping us? Right?
I will.
Are you videotaping me?
Quite so much.
Makes you. You heard what it said?
You need a ruler. This to be flat. I know how to make it ruler. Give me the ruler.
Thank you.
Alright, you guys ready? Sam went all over me. No, you don't need to break them. They're fine. You go like this. Hold on, like this. See, okay. Turn that level down. Ready? Yes. Wait, I'm not ready. It's a perfect combination of both. It's No, we lost Michigan State. Michigan State. Michigan State lost. She made it perfect.
I got words.
Look at the giant cake.
Punch one day.
You're walking to the drink. How are we going over here? Then have you punching a wall like this. Like knocking it down. I guess it's the best stress reliever. It's the best stress reliever since stress reliever.
Right now.
I've seen a cow jockey.
Seriously? No. No.
YouTube? Alright. Everyone's attention, please.
YouTube is pretty awesome. No one people think you can be YouTube.
Yeah, not even
That's what I want to do. If I know.
I need everyone's attention so we can start doing what's next.
For mine.
Explosive. Hey Dylan, are you done? Thank you. Alright, so we have it set up. So what we're doing next is very important. We're actually going to see how the water will flow. So we're going to have it set up on the edge of the in here? What do we think might end up in there? Yeah, sand. Most likely because it'll come down with the water, right? And that is erosion. But we have to be very careful about where we place this. Why do we need to be careful about that? Samantha?
So the water and sand is on the floor.
Yeah, we want the water and sand to end up in here, not on the floor. So when you're starting your experiment, have someone keep it up here and follow it down. Okay? So we know where it'll end up landing so we don't get it on the floor. Every group will get a clear container like this. If you notice, in the bottom of this container is a little hole. Very little. This is the standard. Next week, we're going to see what it'll look like when we use the flood, which is a little bit bigger of a hole. Now, in order to get the water to flow into this, what am I going to need to do? Lily? Yep. I got my cup. And I've got my cup of water. What else are we going to need to do? There's something on this green bin that needs to happen. Olivia? Yeah, we taped the hole so that when we did our models, we didn't lose sand. But in order to let water out, we need to untape the hole. We're going to see. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate. We're going to see. Alright, I hope everyone's paying attention. Alright, so I've got the container with the standard hole, and I have it balancing on my green bin and my ruler. You'll have two people, so you'll have someone watching this and someone pouring in.
Oh my gosh, so amazing. Nothing's happened. Yeah, don't touch it because then our results won't be valid. I've gone through it. Right here. No.
Hello, Mike. Yeah, that's great. That's a great.
Yeah.
Please put the newspaper under your gray basin. Oh no, we have one. We have one. Sit down. I will get it to you.
I can only see your eye. Dude, you're not supposed to put a line so it can go down.
Just burn off.
Let's have our sentiment.
You should like it's drying up. No, it's not. No, not yet. Oh wow.
I was thinking out to punch the wall. And so what did it do to your sand? There's no words for it. And you wrote it away, making the water dry up.
It's dripping now. In rain, it will just keep going until Avery's done. Avery's is right here. Seriously? Oh, look at it. It was there. It was there. It's almost there. This is too much. It's missing the whole.
Okay. Now let's watch some magic.
No, I got some of it.
We need more water. Nobody touch the other. In the hole, not around the hole. It's going everywhere around the hole.
Luis, look it! Luis! It's leaking!
Now watch closely.
It's leaking! Look! That's how a river starts?
Push it back a little.
No, but the hole is not waterfall. Can we get some more? So we can see how deep we can go. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Yes!
Alright, so take some last minute observations. We're going to talk about it more tomorrow. It's wet. It's my first observation. Alright, we need to get ready for library. So watch for a few more. Okay, watch for a few more seconds. And then we're actually just going to leave everything out and get ready for library. Okay, no, stop. It's terrible. It's not working. See, the water's not coming out. Do you see how it didn't go straight down? It meanders. What do you see up here? Sand.
Our bodies are so.
We say that the